God is going to do what only God can do. See, God is going to lead you into a way that is difficult. He's going to take you on a road that is difficult. He's going to make sure that you go the way many have refused to go. In Deuteronomy 9, God tells them that they are crossing over the Jordan. See, the Jordan is a flooded Jordan. The first time God wanted to lead the children of Israel out of the wilderness into the promised land, that was 40 years before, they refused to go. And that Jordan was not a flooded Jordan. That was a good Jordan. That Jordan was not flooded. That Jordan was normal season. The 10 spies went into that Jordan, crossed over, went spied the land. And once they had spied the land, they saw that the land was good, that everything that God was promising was true. So everything was okay. Everything was as God said. The produce was good. The land flowed with milk and honey. The only thing that was wrong was their mentality, their mindset. You see, they had been delivered by God from that terrible place, Egypt, where they had been slaves for many years, 40 generations deep into slavery. And God had delivered them from there. But once God had delivered them, it is easy for deliverance, physical deliverance. Physically, they were delivered from that land. Then they were in the wilderness, away from Pharaoh, defeated Pharaoh. The Pharaoh in their lives was defeated, but the Pharaoh in their mind was not defeated. The Egypt, they had been taken out of Egypt, but they needed Egypt to be taken out of them. So Egypt, they were out of Egypt, but Egypt followed them. Egypt entrenched itself in their minds. Egypt ingrained itself in their minds. I don't know what kind of Egypt is in your mind that is refusing you or forbidding you or taking away from you the ability to go and enter into your promised land. Egypt was terrible. Egypt was a place that kept taking away from them. And as it took away from them, they wanted to get into Canaan, because the goodies of Canaan were things they wanted in their lives. But God had promised them the Canaan. And Canaan was not a place. If you read Deuteronomy 9, you will find out as you read Deuteronomy 9 that it is a place they're being told you will enter and dispossess. So don't think that what you want you want an occupied land. If it is an industry, a domain that your expertise lies in that industry or in that domain, what you need to understand is that God is calling you into a place that is already occupied. Spaces that are already occupied, spaces that already have other expertise or other experts. So you are being told they refused to enter 40 years before. They refused to enter through a path of an unflooded Jordan. Right now, he's calling you into the floods. He's calling you into a flooded Jordan, and you got to enter into that Jordan. Why? Because the land that flows with milk and honey is on the other side. What you will understand with that story of the Israelites is that they wanted Egypt. Egypt was entrenched deep into them. They had Egypt in them. They were delivered from Egypt, but Egypt did not leave them. They left Egypt, but Egypt never left them. Because Egypt never left them, and that is what we are struggling with today. Your past is with you. You are in 2026, but 2020, the trauma of 2020 has not left you. The friends that you used to hang with several years back, they are still with you. And the worst thing in this life is that when you find out that what used to colonize you or what used to oppress you is still with you in an era where you're no longer being oppressed. But you're oppressed now, not by a physical Pharaoh. You're being You're being oppressed not by a physical Pharaoh. You're being oppressed by a mental Pharaoh. You're being oppressed by your mind. Pharaoh in your mind. 40 years later, 30, 20 years later, a decade later, 6 years later, there is Pharaoh in your mind. That which had enslaved you is still enslaving you today. And that is one of the greatest problems that we have as a people, as a country, as a people. I see a lot of people saying hi. There's a lot of people just saying hi. So God bless you for saying the hi. So what I can say is that there are so many who are enslaved by what? By a physical Pharaoh. But once you get delivered from your physical Pharaoh, the problem is your physical Pharaoh may have held your body and you are a slave physically. But right now, you are a slave mentally. Deuteronomy 9. When you read Deuteronomy 9, what you will find out, it is a scenario where they are being told to go into where their forefathers, their predecessors were afraid to enter, to cross over the Jordan, to cross over and go face the Canaanites and Amalekites. I think they're called the Amalekites. They are giants. They are stronger than them. God tells you up front, whatever you're going to face is stronger than you. It is bigger than you. The cities are fortified into the skies. Their walls are sky high. He's calling you and making you aware that where you are going, you're not going to a walk in the park. You are going to a difficult place. You are going to a place where it is going to be difficult. It is going to be hard, but that's where he has called you. He's calling you into a hard place. He's calling you into difficulty, but also he is calling you because God would do this. And you need to hear this, that God would do this. He will give you what you want, but he will hide what you want in what you don't want. He will hide your blessings in difficulties. He will hide your blessings behind the enemy lines, behind those difficulties. He will call you. God is going to call you, give you what you want, but he will hide what you want in what you don't want. And there is what we don't want, the uncomfortable truth. He will hide your blessings behind the enemy lines. He will tell you that I will give you the land that flows with the milk and honey, but he will not tell you about the giants. He will not tell you that that land has giants, people stronger than you, walls and cities that are fortified into the skies. He will not let you into those secrets. You will have to get into that land. But something he will tell you is that as you go to get your blessing, as you go to get what it is that I have promised you, the land that flows with milk and honey, it is that your strength is not enough to get you the victory that you need. Your strength is not enough. So what I will do is this: I will make sure that as you enter, I'll give you the strength. I'll conquer for you. I'll give you the strategy. You don't conquer with your own strength. Your mind is good, but it is not enough. It is not enough to give you the victory that I have promised you. May God bless you.